Every death is a tragedy, not to me. Every death cannot be a tragedy to me, only death that was unfortunate and death that was meaningless. I hope to never give my soldiers a meaningless death. So my people call me heartless. That's fine, because they must be alive to do so. A peasant should never know the troubles of their king. And I've been troubled for far too long. As long as your sons are home, your daughters are home, your wives are home, that's enough for me. I'll be heartless, because my heart is this city. As long as my heart is safe, as long as your children are able to sing, I'll continue being your heartless king.
Our mind, it is the thing that walks by our side through life. At times it can feel like two people sharing the same body. After all, our mind is not always good for us. Often it is the thing that brings us harm, but we often poison it as well. With our diet, our drug use, our mind-numbing scrolling. It is only right that it feels at war against us. We know what we should do most of the time. Yet most of the time it goes undone, allowing our bodily feeling dictate and bully our mind. Our insatiable appetite for a bag given out of a window, on the side of a building, the tremors in our body that we rush to throw some chemicals in us. To bring brief relief, our mind endures through it all, but each time it's a bit weaker, unable to help us navigate our emotions. Thoughts hidden behind a cloud, and our mind like the sun, unable to peek through its thick vapor.
I love you. Emotions, how fleeting they are. How often manipulated by the circumstance, the person, and at times our own delusion. How many times have you told one that you loved them, just for that love to dissipate? What a waste of time it all was. Have you ever asked yourself if it was love or lust you had for the person? Is it not love and just familiarity? They are pointless questions the same, because the former is usually accompanied by the latter. So I hope you never ask it. It will just bring doubt to your mind. And once inside your mind, it's hard to navigate that maze. While in there, you can fall deeper in love, out of love, and back in love again. Now, how useless was that hour spent? Don't doubt your love, past, present, or future. You had your reasons at the time. Love is beautiful, even if the one who received it is regrettable.
Be quick, but not in a hurry. 75 winters may not seem like much, but there are 27,000 days in between. A day is so short, but you can try to make each hour better than the last. How many times will you see the flowers bloom? Maybe slow your stride and take in the sight. Our 24 hours are the same. We know this is not the case, but maybe you can carve out 4 hours a day. After 6, is it not 24 hours the same? Think of what you can do in your extra day. Be quick and meaningful to not let it slip away. But no need to rush too much. After all, you have an 8th day. A lot of seconds in an hour, but minutes far fewer. So while seconds seem worthless, those minutes are precious. But don't be afraid to take a few of those precious minutes for yourself. For what's precious in an hour is worthless in a day. What's precious in a day is worthless in a week. What's precious in a week is worthless in a month. And what's precious in a month is worthless in a year. But when you add up all that worthless time you took for yourself, you will realize how precious that year was once it has left.